And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Check, 250. Check, 41. Watch the back.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, 75 yards. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw is Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. A look at Kerryon Johnson, 2nd-year man out of Auburn. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
54.
On 2nd and goal. Stafford flush to his right. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots in the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Texans take over. We play to win. Let's go. 25-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They'll look to get something started. They need to. Down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 59. Check. 4 down. 4 down. Dash. Go now.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 61 yards. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Mike 55.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his 2nd season. The future, bright. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Caught on the right side by Jones. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Night.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Stafford now 8 of 8 throwing the football in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Prater for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And now out comes Houston. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
After one, 17-7 to score. RDA Sports. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On first down, it's Watson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Mike 51. Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. 50.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Hey, 24.
Check.
To the air yet again, Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
At their own 29-yard line.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin.
Complete to Miles Boykin.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 36-yard line.
Now Watson. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford, he gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Lady! Come to my work! We want it! Come to my work! Say.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He completes it to Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
I'm coming after you! I'm coming after you! Big 20! 55!
Stafford on 3rd down. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Stafford now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie!
Again, it's Stafford. Jones has it. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
Stafford going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Forced out to his left. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Lions add on to their lead. Prater on to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Lions 24, Texans 14.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try to go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
3 down, 3 down.
Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Hopkins. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection. So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Got it?
Mike with you on. Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Get it.
Now the backup, A.J. McCarron. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Dixon. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Got deep. 125. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Man, I got you. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Out of the gun, Watson. That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Go. Motion. Orbit.
51.
From the gun, it's McCarron. And this is caught off the deflection. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Sometimes it pays to be lucky rather than good. That was not even the intended receiver on that pass.
But still able to haul it in for the reception. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw is McCarron. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Good one, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
On the set.
Mike.
Hey, Delta.
Check, 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 check. Go, Mike, what you want? Mike, what you want? Hey, let's go, man. Hey, let's go, let's go.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He hits Jermaine Kearse. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Get ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Check back, check back.
From the gun, it's a give to Anderson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, fails. Airing one deep for Kearse. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
After the INT, it's McCarron. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys do.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
90, Wolf.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Snap.
Colvin there to make the tackle.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Ready, 18, Gator.
From the 22, fails. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. On play action, it's McCarron. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or two, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now the second-year man from South Dakota State, it's Zach Zenner. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now fails. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Houston. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Throwing his fails. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 3. Escaping the pressure right. His pass caught at the 4. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. Maybe an important 4th quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. Hey, wahoo! 51's the mic.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw to the right side and complete to Thomas. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
2 yards, good enough for a first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Fellas, let's set a tone. Yep. Check the muscle. Check the call, check the call. 51's Mike.
Shotgun snap from McCarron. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Hey, Zoo.
Throwing on 2nd and long. McCarron completes it to Dixon. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. Here we go.
Yes.
Working from the gun here, McCarron looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carter. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Go.
Hey, 58's the mic. Well, 58's the mic.
Hey, Haywood.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Ready?
McCarron and company going for it on 4th. Throw left side complete. That's Carter. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
At the 45-yard line.
And McCarron now 5 for 5 on the drive. He's responded after the interception. It's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Who that? Who that? And 58 is the Mike. Go 58 to the Mike. Watch the out. Watch the out. 58. Five. 58 right now.
Now McCarron. And he whips that one incomplete there. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Stay with your man.
Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hansen. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
58 right over there. Right over there.
McCarron to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
On the ready.
58, Mike. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? He's back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
Big stop. Let's go. Bring it, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Hey, high 7. Hit it.
They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our